Good, beautiful morning, everybody, and welcome to the Saturday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. You're going to want to stick around for this because there are certainly people on this planet that do not want you to get the information you're going to get here today. Today is about meditation, which is also metaphysically called the second birth. That's what meditation is designed for, the second birth. I've got the energy of my guardian angel John here and 3 ascended masters that are around me. This is all about the second birth, and we're going to go into what that means. We're just going to give people a chance to come on live. Good morning, GJ. Good morning. So there are lots and lots of energies coming to this planet right now. It took me nearly 45 minutes to get signed in today on my various accounts to stream to multiple platforms. And I was told there's 2 reasons for that. One, there's great resistance to the general population receiving the truth. That there's great resistance to the general population of Earth receiving the truth. The truth about who you are, and what you're capable of. Now, this concept of the second birth, I'm going to be making adjustments as we go along. Thank you so much. This concept of the second birth cannot be dismissed. You must understand that there is a first birth, and the first birth is when you were born of your mother and father. That is when your physical body came into this physical dimension that you call the life that you're living in right now, the incarnation that you're in right now. What I was told to say very loud and very clearly, meditation is the doorway, the passageway, the straight gate to the second birth, where you awaken yourself to the understanding of who and what you truly are and lose the tethers and constraints of being bound into a personal identity that keeps you restricted into a framework of beliefs and ideas that limit you and restrict you from being who you truly are. So in addition to these ascension energies that are coming into the planet right now, these energies that are bombarding all of humanity, doesn't matter whether or not you were good or not so good, everyone on this planet is receiving these energies now. These energies are going to be getting more intense, not less intense. That means if your creations of ideas and thoughts that you harbor in your mind and in your body are good, they shall be multiplied. If the creations and ideas you have in your mind are not so good, those will be amplified. So that which is good shall be better, and that which is not so good shall be a little bit more difficult. But please understand that the function of meditation in the fundamentals of how it works is extremely simple. It is not complex, but it does require that you understand that there is a clear distinction between your physical body, your thinking mind, your emotions, your energy, and who you are as a spiritual consciousness, as an awareness. You are an awareness incarnated into a physical dimension. In this physical dimension, you have a body, you have energy in the form of emotion, and you have ideation or thought. The combination of thought, emotion, and matter result in your use of them producing creations or experiences that you have. Therefore, the thoughts, ideas, and beliefs that you have acquired from this world, that you have garnered from your experience receiving information from this physical dimension, constructs and constitutes the conditions that you call your life experiences, the ones you've had and the ones you're having right now. The purpose and function of meditation is to surrender and overcome your subjectivity to your own mind and your body's impulses, the instincts of the body, the natural inclinations the body has towards the experience of sensational pleasure, the pleasure of the senses, to no longer be subjugated by those. To likewise overcome subjectivity to your ideas and the beliefs that are held in your mind. What we aim to do in the next few minutes, again, we received a great deal of resistance at coming here today to be with you, as there are those in positions of authority all around your planet that do not want you to know what the truth about the concept of freedom really is. Freedom is not an idea written on paper. Freedom is a function of your soul, liberated from subjectivity to the flesh and to mind and to emotions. Rather, you as an awakened soul have authority to orchestrate, conduct, utilize your thoughts, your emotions, and your physiology in the function of creation deliberately in a physical dimension. Everything that we brought through this individual to this world, we keep it at its most simplest form possible, that you might grasp it as quickly and easily as you may. Please understand that the meditation is extremely simple in the process of its mechanics. The difficulty comes in your ability and willingness to consistently and apply those mechanics, the methods, the way that you can teach your mind and body to be your servant, not your master. That to apply those fundamentals are what we call the mechanics, so that your body and mind surrender or subjugate themselves to you and you exclusively. That you are no longer bound by the thoughts, the beliefs, the ideologies presented to you by the world, but you're bound then by the truths that you fundamentally glean and gain from your communion and union with an infinite intelligence that is within you, even as we speak. It hears us speaking to you, and it hears us and responds. And you will feel inside yourself, if you hear and feel the vibrations of the words we're communicating, then you will begin to get the essential frequencies of the truth that are being transmitted to you wherever you may be on this physical element of time and space, this physical earth. The first element, or the first mechanical process in learning the function of meditation, is your breath. That the way your body breathes, you have authority and dominion over the way it breathes. This function of directing and instructing and teaching your body to breathe in a particular way gives you the position of the assertion of your authority over flesh. That is, when you tell your body to breathe, and you tell your body to hold the breath, and you tell your body to exhale, and you tell your body to relax, through this process of assertion of your will over the body through the use of the breath, you reacquire dominion and authority over the mechanics of your physical body. That those of you that are listening to this, if you understand what we're saying, then you might begin to do this even now, to draw in a slow and deep breath, filling the lungs of your body completely, which you are directing it to do by breathing in. You breathe in and fill the lungs completely. You hold the breath for a few moments, and you exhale your breath, and you continue to breathe in a slow and deliberate rhythm, directing your body to breathe slowly and deliberately in, holding the breath in a pause, and releasing your breath. This is you utilizing the function of the body so that you can reassert authority over it. The slow and rhythmic breathing, that is, breathing in slowly, holding your breath, exhaling and allowing the body to relax. These are functions which your body will begin to follow. It has no choice. But in your deliberately articulating your breath in this fashion, you begin the process of reacquiring authority over your body. As long as you continue to gently, slowly, and rhythmically fill the body's lungs with air, hold that breath in the body, release that breath from the body, allowing your body to relax. You give your body permission to relax. You are now reacquiring authority over your own body. You are taking that authority from the distractions of the world by the utilization of your breath and reacquiring authority over your physical body. This is the most important step, to stay in this slow and rhythmic breathing. That you are directing your body to do this gives you the immediate awareness and experience that you do indeed and are able to articulate control over the body. And while the breath is but the fundamental step, the very act that you can instruct your body to breathe very specifically can ultimately lead to your understanding that you may interact with specific nerves and organs and glands and give them instructions to function according to your will also. That the articulation of your body breathing slowly and deeply, allowing it to relax when you direct it to exhale, that process gives you the immediate experience that you are the authority over your flesh. Your flesh is not the authority over you. So those of you that understand what we are saying, continue breathing slowly and deeply, allowing the body to relax. Those three little steps, the inhale, the pause, the exhale, that you direct the body and you reacquire authority over your physical organism. Continue to breathe slowly and deeply. You are more than capable of continuing this slow and deliberate breathing and simultaneously still be able to hear and respond to what we are saying. In this process of slow and deliberate breathing, as you allow the muscle systems of the body to relax on your exhale, the body begins to recognize that you are going to direct it, and it will surrender itself to you if you are patient and gentle and not forceful with the body. You do not need to force the body to do anything if you are simply breathing in slowly and deeply, pausing on the inhale, and as you exhale, releasing tension and allowing the body to relax. The body begins to surrender itself to your direction by following that direction and breathing in the fashion that you're instructing it to. This slow and rhythmic process of breathing will begin to restore a degree of equilibrium in the body, in that the body will automatically and spontaneously begin to naturally calm down. For when the body breathes slow and deep, it indicates the body that there's a state of activity that you're directing it to go into that is not based in fear or excitement. Slow and rhythmic deep breathing can mimic a state or condition that you call sleep. So by directing the body to breathe slowly and deeply, you're in fact training or inducing your body into a state that resembles sleep. As you continue this, allow the body to relax more fully with each and every exhale that you carry out. And allow yourself to continue directing the body to breathe in, hold the breath for a few moments, exhale and relax, you're giving instruction to your body. This is the first step. This is preparation for the second birth, which is what meditation is. It is the second birth. It is where you are reborn to yourself. You begin to divest yourself of subjectivity to the body. And then secondarily, we will shift our attention to the thinking mind, the remembering mind, the anticipating mind that all of you have been trained to have, to worry about tomorrow, to think about yesterday, but never to be in the present moment. So the next step then, if you continue to breathe slowly and deeply, keeping the rhythmic slow breath up, giving instruction to the body to be still, relaxed, open and receptive to you. Just continue in that process. Then you turn your attention to the thinking mind, the place where thought, memory, emotion, anticipation, and distraction occur. That is, your ears might hear sounds, your nose might smell smells, your mind might think things about what the ears hear. And you're going to use the function of your breathing in the exact same fashion. You're going to use the function of your breathing in the exact same fashion with your mind as you do with your physical body. That is, when you articulate the breath of the body slowly and deliberately, instructing the body to hold the breath, release the breath, and relax. You do the same thing with the thinking mind. You into the space of your thinking mind, you draw your and then as you exhale, you release and let go of thoughts, of memory, of future considerations. As you exhale, you allow the mind to become quiet, calm, and peaceful. And each breath you take now serves two functions. One, it continues to deepen the state of relaxation of the physical body. And now you begin through the breath to also release thoughts, memories, and emotions from the mind. With each breath, as you exhale, you allow the thinking mind to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. As your thinking mind and your body become quieter, calmer, and more peaceful through the execution of your breath, that is, you are using your breath deliberately and intentionally to breathe in, hold, and relax the body and release thought from the mind. Suggestion becomes very important for you to use upon your mind and body, so that when you exhale, you communicate to the mind and body, be still, be quiet, be peaceful. And your entire function of breath then loans itself to that one single function for your mind and body, to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. So the breath comes in, it is held for a few moments, it is released from the body. You instruct the mind and body, be still, be quiet, be peaceful, be still, be quiet, be peaceful. Gently using those words upon your mind that you can begin to experience as the thoughts begin to diminish in activity and the body relaxes more deeply, which it spontaneously does, especially when you exhale. As the mind and body become quieter, calmer, and more peaceful under the direction of your awareness, instructing the body to breathe in the fashion we have suggested to you, you begin to move into the realm of the second birth. The second birth is where you begin to recognize that there is clearly a distinction between you, your thoughts, and your body, that your thoughts and your body are designed by nature to be your servants and not your master. As you continue the slow and deliberate process of breathing, with each breath, with each exhale, instructing the body, the mind to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful, and you do so in a gentle manner. You do not let your thinking thoughts be aggressive towards the mind. You simply say, be still, be quiet, be peaceful. If the body gets nervous or moves around or gets uncomfortable, simply reassert the breath. Draw the breath in, hold it, and as you release, allow the body to relax again. So any distractions that come from the environment or from restlessness of the body or thinking of the mind, on the exhale, you simply communicate them. You are perfectly safe. Be still, be quiet, be peaceful. You begin to instruct your own mind and your own body. As the mind and body begin to become quieter, calmer, and more peaceful, you begin to experience yourself a little differently than you do normally with the noise of the thinking mind and the distractions of the senses. If you stay focused in this gentle process of breathing deeply, holding the breath, directing the mind and body to become quieter, calmer, and more peaceful, you'll begin to experience yourself as that which is independent of the thoughts, the memories, the emotions, and the considerations your mind holds about the future based upon your past. This is where you begin to become self-aware, aware of the self that you are, that is not simply a collage of thoughts and information provided to you by your environment. This is important that you understand that you are not the thoughts in your mind. Utilize in your function of learning creation. But in order to realize your function of learning creation, you must learn to differentiate yourself from the thinking mind and the distractions of the senses. And what we say to you here today is exceptionally simple. It may take to be quiet, to be peaceful. What is important is that you understand that when you choose to direct a thought into your mind and body, the way in which you give a thought to your mind and body will go a great way to assisting you in establishing the healthy, natural authority that you by nature are designed to have over your flesh and your thinking mind. The statement, be still, be quiet, be peaceful, I am with you, is a very powerful statement to give to your mind and body as you breathe, as you hold, as you exhale. Be still, be quiet, be peaceful, I am with you. Repeat those words, those phrases to your body slowly, gently, and deliberately. With each repetition and assertion of those thoughts and the breath, you will feel the mind and body growing quieter, calmer, and more peaceful under your authority. As the mind and body get quieter, calmer, and more peaceful, you can begin to go into a process that we call self-reflection, wherein you get to experience and feel who and what you are as a consciousness, independent of the distractions of the senses and the distractions of your thoughts. This is why it is so important to teach your mind and body through the process we've laid out for you, to teach your mind and body to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. As the mind and body settle more and more with each application of the suggestions and directions of the breath, this sense of self-awareness will increase. this sense of peace will begin to come to your consciousness as you are no longer caught up in the noise of your mind. And you begin to realize that through this function of breath, this function of suggestion that you give to your mind, that you begin to recapture your natural authority over your mind and body and liberate yourself from subjectivity to them, which is where many of you have found yourself lost in the thinking mind and lost in the senses and distracted by this world and feeling disempowered because of that. The real power in your life does not come from how much money you have or the things that you own or the people that are around you. The real power comes from knowing who you are, remembering that you are a divine function of intelligence, that you came into this physical world to learn to articulate and assert your intelligence in a function of creation. And these simple steps, they do not want you to know these simple steps. They keep you distracted by the glitz and glamour of this physical, that something sounds good or smells good or tastes good or changes your state of mind, that this world has more power and authority over you than you do. And many of you have come to the illusion that that is the case, that somehow what is in your mind you have no control over, what is going on in the world you have no control over. But once you begin to experience the articulation of your mind and body through these simple acts of directing the body to breathe in this fashion, distract aspects of the senses, that is what your body sees and hears and smells and touches and tastes, no longer has dominion or authority over your function of choice. Your function of choice must come from your awareness of self. That is to say, that you are aware you have a mind, you are aware you have a body. Change the functioning of mind, which in turn alters and changes the function of creation, articulate into this physical dimension through the medium of your physical body. Hold, exhale, and direct the body to relax as you exhale. As you continue to say to the mind, be still, be quiet, be peaceful. I am with you. To likewise direct the mind into stillness, silence, and peace. As you experience the subsistence of the mind, as the mind becomes quieter under the direction of your breath, as the body becomes more relaxed and peaceful under the direction of your breath, you begin to go into the second birth. The second birth is self-realization, realizing that you are a sentient being that is living in a material world that has instruments of creation called thought and emotion that articulate functions of action through the physical organism that you currently inhabit. The function of your thoughts and your emotional energy articulate the function of creation through your body. As you come to this place of self-awareness, realizing you are not your thoughts, you have thoughts. You are not the body, you have a body. That through the assertion of your breathing, the body, directing it to function precisely, you can begin to affect significant constructive and positive changes in your life, both psychologically, physiologically, and environmentally. You begin to then articulate from a different perspective of creative consciousness than within the subjectivity of your mind. It is essential that you get your consciousness to a place where you are not subjective to your mind or the distractions of the senses. This level of self-awareness then moves you into the driver's seat, so to speak, of creation, so that you are no longer subjective to what you've been told to think is true, or what you've been told to believe is true, or what you've heard is true, or what you've read is true, or what you've been guided to accept as true or not true. Once your mind and body are quiet and calm and peaceful, and you can sustain and maintain them in that position, you will become more and more aware of yourself as that which is not the cacophony of thoughts that many of you struggle with in your mind, nor the distractions of the senses or the fears that are the instinctual reactions or responses of your body to not only the conditions of the environment, but also your body will react to the conditions of the environment of your mind, as if the environment of your mind is equally as real as the environment of the external world. Your body cannot make the distinction between the environment of your mind, that is what you think and believe and what you fill your mind with, and the external world. Your body does not have the capability to make those distinctions. It accepts that what is in your mind is equally as true as what you accept as real in the world. And only you can facilitate making a distinction between what your mind is thinking and what you would choose to think or believe. But we've come here today to simply articulate and provide for you the necessary simplistic steps required to understand what the meaning of the second birth is. And those of you that have been applying, those of you that are applying are probably feeling, you feel a deeper sense of calm and peace in your body and in your mind. And that you recognize to some degree that through the articulation of the breath of the body, to breathe in, to hold, to exhale, let me see. So that the articulation, that is the articulation of your breath, becomes the most sacred instrument. Now, I want to say on a personal note, because those of you on TikTok, I know you've been hearing me the whole time, those of you on YouTube, the interface between StreamYard, Facebook, and YouTube has been very problematic today, because I was told that there are many people on this planet that are in positions of authority that do not want you to have the information that was just brought through in the last 30 minutes. And I want to synopsize it for you that are on Facebook and YouTube. I want to synopsize this for you. There are 3 steps that the function of meditation is the gateway to the second birth. And the second birth is the awakening of your soul from subjectivity to the body and subjectivity to the thoughts of the mind. Again, it took me nearly half an hour to communicate with the energies around us to be able to articulate this live event, because there was a lot of resistance. I couldn't get signed into my StreamYard account, couldn't get signed into YouTube or Facebook. But after a period of about 40 minutes, we managed to do that. And so here we are. For those of you that are on TikTok, I will probably have to repost this live event on YouTube from my TikTok live interface. But I do want to say what they're saying to us all right now. And just for those of you that are, again, I didn't have sound for a long time. Hi, sorry. Yeah. So anyway, what they've said, for those of you that are on YouTube and Facebook that didn't capture all that, what they said is there's 3 primary steps that must be undertaken to get to the place of the second birth. Those of you on TikTok that were following the message that they were channeling a few minutes ago, if you're still doing that slow, deep breathing process, stay with it. Don't stop. Use the breath. You fill the lungs completely. Hold the breath for a few moments. And as you exhale, you direct your physical body to relax. You direct your physical body to relax. With each and every exhale, that's your only function, is to direct the body to relax. And just use the breath to inhale, slow. They said slow and deep inhale, pause, and exhale slowly. That the function of breathing slowly and deeply like this mimics a state like sleep. And so the body gets stimulated into a state of deep relaxation by this slow, deep, rhythmic breathing. The second step is to then use the breath to draw the breath and fill the space of your mind with the breath, so that the thoughts in your mind, when you hold the breath and you exhale, you release the thoughts, and you release the thoughts and the thinking of the mind by saying, be still, be quiet, be peaceful. And you just gently, not forcefully, you gently repeat those words to the mind. Be still, be quiet, be peaceful with each and every exhale. So after a period of time, then the mind and body become coordinated, so that the breath in, the pause, and the exhale will be simultaneously quieting the mind and body down more and more and more. As your mind and body, I'm paraphrasing what was said earlier for the last 30 minutes for those of you on YouTube and Facebook. The process of slow, articulate breath begins to coordinate the mind and body into stillness together. As the mind and body get quieter, calmer, and more peaceful, if you're using those phrases, be still, be quiet, be calm, be peaceful, as you breathe. The breath is very important here. That the mind and body suddenly become coordinated and they begin to fall silent. And as the mind and body drop off in activity through your directing the body to breathe in this fashion, you start to feel a sense of peace that starts to happen, which is your natural state, by the way. So as you practice that process of the breath, allowing the body to relax more fully, as you exhale, allowing the mind to become quieter, calmer, and more peaceful. And you can say to the mind, you're perfectly safe. I am with you. Communicate to the mind information that allows it to gently, both the mind and body, to feel safe and secure in the process of breathing. As the mind and body get quieter, calmer, more peaceful, you will become aware that you are a very beautiful and peaceful consciousness. You begin to feel yourself as you are, not as your mind has been conditioned to make you think you are. By teaching your mind and body to become quieter, calmer, and more peaceful, you literally begin to awaken. This is called the second birth. Awakening is the second birth. You were born of men, and you were programmed and conditioned by the world of humanity to believe you are a certain way, a certain personality. In this process that we've articulated through this one today, you begin to step out of, you break out of that shell, the egg of the personality, so that you begin to be reborn into yourself as the awareness that you are. As you gain more functional experience that your body and your mind are designed by nature to follow your instructions, you will no longer be a servant to them. You can then begin to restructure and rebuild your mind into thinking, believing, and knowing that which would serve you most well in your life, rather than many of the thoughts and beliefs and information that you've been furnished with by the world that do not serve you. We are hoping that we were able to articulate this thoroughly and completely for each and every one of you to understand the fundamental importance. You may call this meditation if you want. This is certainly one word for it, but we simply call it the second birth. For when your mind and body are placed in a state of abeyance, you are free from subjectivity to them. It's like you use your breath to lift yourself up out of subjectivity. let my people go, as some of you said, to let yourself be free of the confines of the mind and body, to become self-aware, independent of the thoughts, aware of them, no longer subjective to the thoughts, the beliefs, the ideologies, the information, the concepts that you've been fed by this world that may be not so beneficial for you at all. The belief that it's okay to be violent, or the belief that it's okay to be angry, or the belief that it's okay to have resentment and mean-spiritedness, that you understand that you can divest yourself of your pain and your suffering very, very quickly if you understand the process of how to articulate the body and the mind in the fashion that we've described to you today. And while this is but just a foundation, it begins to reconnect you to the sense of being that which you truly are, which is not a function of fear, but a function of creation and love. You are a function of creation and love. That is what you are. And the only way you can realize that is to become differentiated between the confines of the senses and the limitations of the thinking mind. And the only way you can become free of the confines of the senses and the limitations of your thinking mind is to instruct them through this functional process of utilizing the breath to place them into a state where they no longer disturb you, where you get to experience the vibrational nature of what you are as a self-aware consciousness, independent of thought and biology, but not separate from them. You will still have a thinking mind, you will still have a body, but you will then be able to begin to operate the thinking mind, to make corrections in it from the position of self-awareness rather than the position of subjectivity to the existing paradigm of thoughts that you have in your mind. As many of you struggle to fight one thought against another, you have to step out of your mind to get a good look at it, so you're not stuck in it. It's very hard to work in a crowded room. And many of your minds are very crowded with information and thoughts, and so you cannot figure so much out. But when you can train your mind to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful, and you can train your body to be open and receptive to your awareness, when your mind and body are trained thusly, you begin to experience yourself as you truly are. You begin to regain the authority and autonomy you are designed by your nature to have over the thinking mind and the physical body, and therefore the conditions of manifestation that you call your life. We are delighted that we got to come here today. We really, really are. There's every chance and hope that at least some of you have applied what we suggested sufficiently enough today, in spite of all the interferences and delays that were put before us. We are not bound by the limits of such things, nor should you be bound by the limits that others would try to place upon you, that others are placing upon you on a regular, ongoing basis. You must learn to make a distinction between yourself, your thoughts, and your physical organism, so that you can begin to articulate a function of creation deliberately. For those of you that have ears to hear, you shall hear. For those of you that have eyes to see, you shall see. The eye will open in the second birth. Your eye is closed if you are just in the confines of your mind, or you are just lost in the paradigm of your physical body. Then you are bound by flesh and bound by thought. Most of those thoughts not being of your own choosing. But this place of the second birth, where the mind and body, by your own will, by the articulation of how you direct the body to breathe, to direct the body, to direct the mind, to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. Through the deliberate assertion of your will over the flesh, through the activation of your breath, you direct your body, you direct your mind to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. Each breath you articulate as a deliberate mechanism to instruct your mind and body to become quieter, calmer, and more peaceful. That you begin to feel the essence of what you are, independent of the distractions of your mind and body. And we know that there are quite a number of you that are actually beginning to understand this now. You've been coming to us for a while through this one. You're beginning to feel and experience that there's something more to your life than what you've been told to believe about life, that you are a divine creator. You've heard these words before, but to begin to realize that that includes you have absolute dominion and authority over the function of your thinking mind, and therefore the function of your biology and what you will have and not have. It's very important. It's very, very important. Yes, I understand. So we're at this interesting place right now, and we have some questions. I want to thank Master Jesus, my guardian angel John, Archangel Raphael, and Master Buddha for being energetically present with us today. If you want to give me just 1 second, I'm going to go grab my glasses over here so my physical eyes, which I have not corrected yet, in the process of working on that with some special things that I just acquired this last week. Give me a moment. It'll take me 2 seconds to do this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Somebody's there. Thank you for that super chat, JJ. I appreciate that. JJ's asking on YouTube, any advice from archangels or Master Jesus for me to do to bring more loving energies into my home, sage, crystals, or other ways? You are the crystal. If you have followed what has been said to you today, if you wherever I am, wherever I move and have my being, love is present with me here and now and everywhere. Articulate these words very precisely and specifically, that wherever I am, love is with me, within me, and around me in all spaces, places, and times. Love is my being made manifest wherever I am. Now, remember these words as best you can. In this place where you can instruct your mind and body to be quiet and peaceful, these words will be most powerful, as when the mind is quiet and the body still, there's no resistance to the energy of new ideas and new thoughts, far less resistance at least. So you may say, I, in my home, articulate the manifestation of love because this is what I am. I am a function of love, and love fills every space and place and time where I go and move and have my being. Wow, that's really beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, JJ. Appreciate that. Okay, some really great questions coming up today. We do have some time to hang out for a while today. It is Saturday after all. Sandy H is asking from Facebook, hello, I have been sick for the last 2 weeks. Any messages from the angels, please? Gradually getting better. Thanks. Sandy, right now, I've got Archangel Raphael want to transmit a healing energy to you. Are you willing to be open and receptive to receiving it? Because once you are open and receptive to receiving it, you will own it. So Sandy, take a slow, deep breath and allow the body to relax. Like give the body, I know the body's still a little uncomfortable in the chest and throat area. So just breathe slowly and deeply. And as you exhale, allow the body to relax. Just completely let it relax as you exhale. And say to the body, relax. You're perfectly safe. Relax. Just communicate that to your body right now. And breathe slow, deep breaths, allowing the body to relax more fully and completely. And with each breath, consciously tell the body to relax more and more fully. Give all the muscles, all the nerves, all the organs, all the glands permission to relax even more. This process of relaxation liberates resources internal to the body that can now work differently because there's no tension. As you give the body permission to relax, there's no resistance in the body when it relaxes. The second and equally important element is to turn to the mind and say to the mind, be still, be quiet, be peaceful. You use the breath in the same function with the mind as you do with the body, to breathe, to hold the breath, to relax and give the mind permission to become quieter, calmer, and more peaceful. And with each breath, you re-articulate that thought, quieter, calmer, more peaceful, both mind and body. You are directing mind and body through the application of your breath. You're directing your mind and body to be open and receptive to your awareness. With each subsequent breath, you'll feel the body and mind getting quieter, calmer, and more peaceful. This allows less resistance. Even when the mind gets quieter, there's even less resistance. As you feel that resistance, Sandy, turn your attention to the whole space that your body occupies as it relaxes more fully and complete. Turn your attention to the whole space that your body occupies and communicate this thought to the space that your body occupies. You are healing rapidly and easily with love's grace. You are healing rapidly and easily with love's grace. Repeat those words deliberately and slowly into the space of the body. You are healing rapidly and easily with love's grace. Repeat those words. You are healing rapidly and easily with love's grace. And by making that statement, you are directing the consciousness that's in the body to react and respond. Like you can say the hand, close and open. You're saying to the body, you are healing rapidly and easily with love's grace. And the consciousness in there, if you stay in that energy of those words, will begin to react and respond. And you'll start to feel the sinuses start clearing up a little more. And please share your experience of what happens when you did that. Hey, Max, thanks you for that super chat. I can feel the joy in your being on this wonderful journey that you're on right now. I'm so happy for you. So happy for you. He wants a specific message. Be patient and of good spirit. Like two magnets, they are being drawn together. They're telling me that you and this person, this being that you're trying to connect to, are being drawn together like two magnets. Being drawn together like two magnets. Thanks for that super chat. I appreciate it. Yes, that's correct. Thank you so much. Yeah, Andrea, you can try jumping on TikTok. Or is there no? Yeah, I think no. I think we're getting. Yeah. Hi there. Well, when you've got a name like GGGCCCTTTMMMMMMMMGV, omnipresent, I am. It's difficult for me to get the questions, but we're going to switch over to some other questions here. Hi guys. Someone says I have stage 1 kidney failure. Can this be reversed, please? I'm using a Rife frequency machine. Ellie, thank you for your consideration. And again, if anybody wants to come live, they're welcome to come live. I'll post a link on YouTube and Facebook, or at least YouTube anyway, invite. If it allows me to do this, copy the link. And you can click on this link if you're on YouTube or Facebook. You probably, I think only on YouTube will get this, Rand V. But those, if you want to come on live and ask your question or consideration, please do so. So Ellie's asking here on TikTok, I have stage 1 kidney failure. Can this be reversed, please? I'm using a frequency, a Rife frequency device. Ellie, let's get down with this, okay? I got Archangel Raphael is really coming strong into my heart chakra, and he's going to come into your heart chakra. What he wants me to tell you to do is to take a slow, deep breath and let the body relax. Your concept, the ideas you've been given, have affected this organ in the condition that it appears to be now. The concepts, the ideas, and the beliefs in addition to the things that you have done to your body, the things you have fed your body, have resulted in the effect that you are currently experiencing. But take a deep and slow breath right now. Bring your awareness to the kidney. Bring your awareness to the kidney. Go into the place where the kidney is most disturbed. Bring your awareness there now. Bring your awareness there now. You can move your awareness to any point of your body, your hands, your feet. Bring your awareness into the kidney. Let your awareness go deep into the kidney. And you might start to feel little pings and twinges in the kidney as you move your awareness there. Now he's telling me to tell you to say these words to your kidney. I am love's presence with you now. Communicate that thought to your kidney. I am love's presence with you here and now. And no matter what I've thought or felt or believed about you, I love you. And I will not ignore you anymore. The structure of these words follow along with us. I am love's presence. Communicate that from within the kidney with your awareness. I am love's presence with you now. No matter what I've thought or felt or believed about you, I love you. And I will not ignore you anymore. In your mind's eye, to open and close, you may equally instruct a nerve or an organ or gland to learn a new function or correct an old function. Yeah, yes. I've got somebody telling me coconut oil would be good for you to be taking right now. About a tablespoon of coconut oil would be really good for you to be taking in the morning. A tablespoon of coconut oil, Ellie, in the morning. Take that. And let us know in the comment section what you experienced. Oh, Amanda, thank you for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Sandy. Yeah, please share it when you've done that. Sandy, I'm also able to tell you, you've got stage 1 kidney communication. It's not failure. It's a stage 1 kidney communication where your kidney is trying to communicate to you that something it needs is not being provided. Something it requires is missing. And that could be nutrition, that could be thoughts, that could be physical activity. Once you give a part of the body that's suffering what it needs, it will automatically correct. And you'd be surprised at how many people I've seen that just go into the body and say to the body where there's aches and pains, I will not ignore you anymore. Because most people don't want to feel pain, so they take an Advil, they take something to stop their pain, because they don't want to pay attention to it. But you need to go, the body's communicating to you the only way it knows how to. The body can only communicate to you through pain or pleasure. It's the only way the body has to talk to you. Well, that's not true. Sometimes it'll talk to you in symbols. It'll send you pictures of green lettuce, or it'll send you images of what it needs. It'll try and tell you in different ways. You must learn to listen to the body, not ignore it when it's in pain. Don't ignore it. You'd be amazed at how transformative your consciousness can be if you learn to deal with your body differently. Thank you so much. Janet's asking, I would like to know if my neighbors downstairs are moving and when. hey, if the veil has been lifted for me and I can see the other side, or they reveal themselves, do they need help, or what is this? Hi, Janet. Thank you for your question and your consideration. Oh, we got someone who wants to come on too. So, Janet, with regard to these people, the best thing you can do for them at this time, because you've got this low vibrational entanglement happening, what you need to do is transmit a vibration of love into the space of your home and into the space of that apartment that they're living in. Transmit a vibration of love into your space first, your body and the space that you're living in. And let that transmission of love, as you understand it to be, to fill the space downstairs. Again, what has been presented to you today are the simplest and most fundamental steps. Hang on. Are the simplest and most fundamental steps to learning to awaken to who you are. The great awakening is underway. You must learn that there's a distinction, a position in consciousness that you by nature are designed to naturally have over your physical body and your mind. You're not meant to be subjective to your mind or your body. They're meant to be instruments that follow your direction. And the whole world is, well, not the whole world, the whole educational and so-called entertainment industries loan themselves to thinking and convincing you to believe that what you need to know and believe and understand is only outside of you. But everything you'll ever need to know is within you if you know how to get out of your mind, get the body put aside, train the body, train your mind to be still, to be quiet, so that you can begin to experience the beautiful essence that is you. The beautiful essence that is you. Oh, where'd that person go? Someone had sent a request to join me live. Hi there. Okay, well, you can send a request again. Again, if you're on YouTube, I'll post the link there again. If you want to join me here live on StreamYard, you can come on. We can address your question or consideration. If you're on TikTok, please send a request to join. I'd be more than happy to have you come on. Lots of questions here. Thanks for the hands and hearts. Thanks for all the gifts. Thanks for the stars. Hello, Southern California. Hello. Hello, Kit Kat. Enjoy the rain in our culture. They are blessings. Thank you so much. Since I got titanium bolts and plates in the left ankle, how right ankle swells and has pain, what can I do? Again, if you are frustrated and you're upset and you're bothered by something going on in the body, you'll exacerbate that frustration and the pain in the body. So turn to the pain in your ankle right now. Turn to the ankle that's swollen. And again, what is it saying to you? What is that? I know. Somebody's telling me that you're also doing things that you're not happy doing. There's some things you have to stop doing with your life right now. You need to make a change in direction. You need to step in a new direction. I'm being told to tell you that you need to step into a new direction that you've been considering. You just haven't taken it seriously yet. But you've been thinking about going into a new direction in your life. You need to do that. The body's trying to tell you it doesn't want to keep going the way you're going. You need to make a change. That's why the event happened that caused your ankle to have that experience, because you're going in the wrong direction. You need to change direction in your life. Really, as to ameliorating the swelling, the body's really obviously telling you need to go in a new direction. It doesn't like the way you're walking. You need to change directions, go in a new direction. As for the swelling, the body can level that it's at. Doesn't matter who you are, your body can only talk to you at the level that it's at. And that's through pleasure or pain. That's the only way it knows how to communicate to you. Something's right, something's not right. It'll tell you. Your body can't lie to you. But you do need to go in a new direction. Someone saying, hi Lynn. Someone saying, I've been very sick with Disease can be affected by what you think and believe. Even all the great masters taught this, what you sow it shall be, right? But for you, beautiful soul, again, the frustration and upset that you feel with the condition sustains and supports the condition. To go into a state, to turn to the suffering in your own body, to turn to the suffering in your own body and say to it, I am with you, I love you, I will take care of you to the best of my ability. You need to develop a different interaction with your body, because your body's simply telling you there's something that it's getting that it doesn't need, or something that it needs that it's not getting. The body's a very simple organism. It's not a complex thing. The body is not a complex thing. It's a very simple organism that reacts and responds to environmental stimuli and mental stimuli. And the way in which you interact with that body will affect it greatly. It's what Jesus teaches all the time. What Buddha teaches all the time is what Yogananda taught all the time. That the way you interact with your body in thought and what you feed it or don't feed it affect it. So turn to your body right now. Like really, all the symptoms, all the discomfort in your body, just turn to it and say, I'm willing to listen to you even if I don't understand you. Because if you did understand, you'd do the right thing, right? So it stands to reason that if your body's suffering and you don't know why, it's because you don't understand. So be honest with the body. Say, I'm willing to listen even if I don't understand. Even the body feeling you listening will cause a change. Do it right now. Turn to all those symptoms and say, I'm willing to listen even if I don't understand you. Just communicate that to the body and watch what happens in the body when you do that. Just watch what happens when you do that. Good. Good. Hi. Hi there. Just saw coconut oil online 20 minutes ago. My kidneys are relaxing. Beautiful, Ellie. Beautiful. Remember, the body is an instrument. Thank you. So I hope everybody's hearing that Ellie's feeling her kidney, the tension leaving the kidney. Every part of your body is alive. It's sentient. It's a living thing that reacts and responds. Every single cell of the body is alive and living and is able to react and respond to stimuli. And when you go into the body, when you go into a kidney or a heart or an organ, and you start to have a different energetic relation with it, it affects it. But most people don't know that you can go inside and feel your heartbeat and talk to the heart. You know, the scientific research has been proven that people that went inside and visualized the heart being strong, that the heart would improve without surgery. But they don't teach you very often that you can actually do that all the time. You can actually have a very powerful, loving, positive relationship with your lungs, your kidneys. The body is only able to communicate to you from its level. So when there's something wrong with the body, it's telling you there's something wrong and I need you to listen to me. I'm not getting something I need, or you're giving me something I don't need. It's that simple. It really is that simple. But if you don't have this, don't develop the skill to train yourself to have a healthy relationship with your body by what you give it, what you don't give it, what you think, what you don't think, because the body's alive. Every thought you think, it hears. And you say, my damn hand or my back is killing me. It hears that. Your body hears that. Our Masterclass 102, you got 1 week left to sign up for it. In Masterclass 102, you will learn to release the old emotions that you're storing in your body that can cause disease. Emotions can create disease. This is scientifically documented. Look at it. People that are living high in stress produce huge amounts of cortisol in the body, which begins to cause problems in the body. Oxidation, the production of free radicals. It's a really, really obvious thing that's been discovered, that emotions affect your body. Thoughts affect emotions. Learn to love your body. Learn to go inside. Go deep inside to every organ. Let every part of your body know how much you love and appreciate it. It'll tell you what it needs. People who are suffering disease, the disease is the body's way of saying something's not right. And conventional medicine and has their own view that you treat the effect, but you don't treat the cause. Most disease is caused by either poor diet, poor lack of exercise, poor thinking, or persistent negative and consistent emotions that are not healthy for you, right? It's really simple. It's not. Hi there. Hi. Thank you so much. Oh, that's really cool. Thank you for reposting that, Drusilla. I appreciate that. Hi there. Someone's saying I have really bad pain today. Hi, Chrissy. I wonder if I can bring you live. See if I can bring Chrissy live. I'll send her an invite if she's there. I think that's it. Is that you there? Yeah, it is there. Okay, I'm going to send an invite to you, Chrissy. You're welcome to come live with me. You don't have to come live. But Chrissy says she's got a lot of pain right now. Oh, I'm going to unplug this so I can do this. Hey, Chrissy, just give me a moment here to take off my do not disturb, and then we will have that. Okay, can you hear me, Chrissy?
Yeah.
Loud and clear. Hi, Chrissy. Thank you so much for coming on. Where are you from, Chrissy?
I'm in upstate New York. It's me. We met twice last week and I'm doing your class.
I know it's going to be really fun. So, where are you feeling the pain?
Yeah.
Can you tell me where you're feeling the pain in your body right now?
So I have pain all over and then it's really amplified in my neck and I have traps.
Okay, wonderful. So, what I'm going to ask you to do is just take a long, slow, deep breath. And when you exhale, give your body permission to relax. Even the parts that are tense, you can say them, I give you permission to relax, to release, to let go. So breathe slowly and deeply. With each exhale, allow and give permission to the body to relax more fully and completely. Each subsequent breath, allow it to relax even more.
Press my neck through my jaw. It's
Okay.
really sharp pain.
Okay. Thank you. So just allow yourself to feel that pain and turn to all that pain around. Just pain. I'm with you and I'm willing to love you, even if I do not understand you. Communicate that thought to I'm with you, I love you, and I'm willing to understand you. And describe how that sensation reacts in response to those thoughts. So just so you know, your crown chakra is trying to open, okay? So turn your attention to the place where that pain is right now, where it's the most intense. Bring your awareness to the place where the pain is most intense. That's it. And communicate this thought to the pain where it is. No matter how much pain you are in, I love you. No matter how you feel.
it's still like I still feel like pressure and some throb. Response like it's this like confusion.
Okay. Move your attention to the confusion and let your awareness surround the space where the confusion occupies. Just surround that confusion. And to that confusion, communicate this thought: I'm willing to understand you. Just communicate that to it. I'm willing to understand you and accept you. And describe how it reacts and responds.
It's a subtle sadness and this feeling, this message of like, well, no one's ever done that before.
Okay, good. So turn to that part.
That's all I ever want.
Thank you. And how does it feel now? Give it that love, whatever way you can give it the love that you know you have. Give it that love right now. Say, here's the love I have to give you at this time. And describe what you're feeling.
There's this sense of like, I'm sorry for hurting you. Like,
Yes. Just say thank you to it. Just say thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Just communicate that to it. Sensations in the body are shifting and changing by the way she interacts by giving the body and the symptoms in the body those particular thought forms. So we can clearly see that the body is reactive and responsive to the way she's interacting with it, the thoughts. How's that tension in the neck and shoulders now? Wonderful. So you can see how it's starting to getting closer to the discomfort rather than further from it. You see how it changes, correct?
yeah, it's hard to do.
It is. That's why we in the masterclass we go very deeply into this so that we can go through. It's a very intense, profound environment where you'll get a chance to go really deep into this because there's a lot of emotions that are connected to these aches and pains that need to be released and liberated from the body. And the goal here right now is for you to get a rapport with the body so it starts to understand that, she's with me now. I'm not going to be ignored. I'm not going to be negated. She's not going to get angry or frustrated at me for feeling pain. Because that's what a lot of people do. They get angry and upset when they're uncomfortable. And they exacerbate the conditions and symptoms in the body by that resistance. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Wonderful. I'm really excited about you coming to class this upcoming Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun the next 3 weeks together. Wonderful. You and many others that will be joining us.
Yeah.
But remember these phrases, the nature and the quality of the thinking that you give to the body when that pain comes up. What most people tend to do when there's something uncomfortable is I don't want to feel it. I'll take an Advil or I'll distract myself. If you feel the pain in your body and you turn to it and say, I'm feeling your pain. I'm willing to love you. Even if I don't understand why you're feeling pain, I'm going to be present with you. Statements that indicate that you're not going to reject, deny, or put away what the body's trying to communicate to you. You're going to a place of acceptance and experientiation. Does that make sense, Chrissy?
Yes.
And again, the repetition, like go into the pain lovingly, say, wow, you're really feeling a lot of tension there. No matter how you feel, I'm going to love you. What do you need? And the body, maybe the body needs to move. Maybe the body needs exercise. Maybe the body needs some water. Finding out what the body functionally needs in addition to what you can give it in the form of thought will be the next step. And what is the body saying that it needs? It might need to release old emotions. Again, we don't have the time to go really deeply into this, and I don't want to reveal things. I don't want to have to reveal things that you might not want to reveal on this program. That's what the masterclass will let you do, to go deeply in that in a safe and protected environment. Thank you so much for coming on, Chrissy.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. So as everybody can see, so as she's got all this pain and tension, you can see as we walk her through the different places in the body, she interacts with the body differently than she ever has. The body starts to react and respond. The pain begins to subside. The body is alive. Every cell, nerve, organ, and gland in your body is alive. It hears you. It hears every thought you think, and it hears what other people think. You're watching a TV show. You're watching a show on death and dying. You're affecting your body. Your body's listening to everything that you're paying attention to, and it's affected by it. So you must become the caretaker for your body, what you will allow to come into the body, how you will interact with it. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you so much for coming live. I appreciate that we got somebody else who wants to come live here too. On YouTube, I don't know why, but YouTube and Facebook have been trying to kick me out for a while now. Here we go. Okay, I am Andrew Morales. Okay. Hello, Andrew. We're bringing Andrew on right now. If you're coming on live, please have a question, a consideration, or a request. Hello, Andrew. How are you doing today?
So
I'm doing very well. Thank you for coming on with me. Where are you from, Andrew?
thank you. From Tampa, Florida.
Well, hello from warm Tampa. Good to hear your voice.
Yeah, it's beautiful and sunny. That last walkthrough was absolutely beautiful. It's exactly what I needed. However, I've always tended to run from the emotions because they tend to seem scary.
Yep.
Do you have any suggestions on how to starting to feel into it, like you were suggesting? Like it's okay that that seems overwhelming, then it turned into confusion. So any suggestion?
Yes. Everything that you're hearing is what I've been taught by them in the last 5.5 years. So yes, there's a very simple walkthrough process for that. What is the emotion that you're most concerned about?
Currently, the emotion that I'm most concerned about is being overwhelmed or being wrong, trusting myself.
Thank you. So when you consider that emotion, feeling wrong or feeling overwhelmed, where do you feel that they live in your body the most?
Chest and stomach.
Okay. So just notice, everybody, that he's identifying where these emotions live in his body. So bring your awareness to the place where those emotions reside. Let your awareness feel the space that overwhelm occupies. And just become aware of the space that it occupies. And to this space, communicate this thought. No matter how you feel, I'm willing to love you. Just communicate that to it. No matter how you feel, I'm willing to love you. And watch what happens to that sensation in the chest area. And describe it.
It dissipates.
Immediately, right?
Relax, yes.
So this is what this is. They do not teach in medical school. They do not in school anywhere. That when you interact with the emotions that are stored in the body or sensations in the body, you can change the function of sensation, because your consciousness is a function of love. And when you bring yourself into a place where there is suffering in the body, you literally bring a function of love. And then when you execute that function of love with a thought by saying something like, no matter how you feel, I'm willing to love you. That's a function of acceptance and love. The system reacts and responds immediately. And you could feel that, of course, right, Andrew?
Yeah, I feel it, but then I also deal with that the emotion is going to be everlasting.
Okay. So where do you feel that sensation that's going to be everlasting? Where do you feel that?
More in my stomach.
Okay, so move your awareness down to the stomach where that sensation is. And just communicate to that sensation of that, like that, oh, it's going to keep going on. Turn to that part and say, I will always be present to take care of you. Just communicate that to it. I am always present to love you and take care of you. And observe how the sensation reacts or responds. I'm always present to love you and take care of you.
Yeah, and that's where the sense of distrust comes in.
Okay, so feel the distrust now. Feel the distrust and say to the distrust or think to the distrust, even if you don't trust me, I love you anyway. Just think that to it. Even if you don't trust me, I love you anyway. And watch what happens and describe that.
It immediately put a smile on my face.
Yes, exactly. So everybody that's watching, understand that much of the emotions that are in your body right now were given to you by the environment, by television, by radio, by politicians, by newspapers, by entertainment. Much of the emotions that you have inside you aren't even yours. They were given to you by the environment, by your experiences. And you have the power and authority to shift and change those energies just as easily as we've listened to Andrew or Chrissy go through that process. The length and duration of time it takes to change an existing state of energy in your body varies according to a number of factors. One of those factors being how you interact, the nature and quality of your interaction. We have our upcoming Masterclass 102, Andrew. I highly recommend you come take it. It starts in a week from now. Go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com. Sign up for Masterclass 102, which is all about learning how to transform and transmute and release old, dense emotions from the body. Of course, old emotions inhibit and impair our healthy functions as well. But when you learn how to shift those old emotions, it literally puts a smile on your face. You can feel how the energy changes, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out. Thank you so much, William.
You're very welcome. Thank you for coming on with me.
Bless you, brother.
Bless you too, brother. You've been led to believe that it is difficult to live your life, that you are born here to suffer. You are born here to create, not to suffer. That the function of your body is very specific to the nature and quality of the thoughts, the beliefs, and the ideas that you harbor in your consciousness, which are amenable to immediate and instantaneous change when you have the proper process in which to interact with them. You've seen two examples here where people have had strong emotions inside themselves that are uncomfortable, physical symptoms that live in their body, and they could change them in various degrees and intensities in a very almost immediate time. So we know very clearly that you are not born here to suffer, that you are capable of healing your own mind and body in ways that no other system of thought can. You are the source of love and light in your own consciousness. When you apply what you are to your mind and body, you can heal it tremendously and easily and spontaneously. You are a divine entity. Wow, thank you so much. Let's go here. I'm glad. Issues. Someone saying, I'm so grateful for your lives. Any intuitive messages for me? Who's this? Hi, Chrissy. Yeah, Chrissy, focus on good living juices today, like live juice. Drink live juice today. You need living juice today. Lots of it. Someone said, I had that thought about new direction. And yes, I understand. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Yeah, you'll watch the swelling. Once you go in the new direction, the swelling will stop almost immediately because you've been going in the wrong direction for too long. You've been doing something that you really don't like doing. And the body's just telling you, look, I can't stand this anymore. Literally. I went through that too. Yeah. Again, if you want to learn how do you send payment for the masterclass, if you're going to join the masterclass, or if you just want to send a donation, you can go to the Linktree link in my bio on TikTok. You can see all the links to signing up for any of the masterclasses. You can also see where you can put a tip in the tip jar, or if you want to send a personal question privately, you can send a private question and make a donation that way as well. But if you're coming up to sign up for the masterclass, go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and you're looking to sign up for Masterclass 102 Liberation, which deals with how to release old, dense emotions from your mind and body, which also promotes physical healing spontaneously. When you release stresses, energetic and emotional stresses that have been stored in the body for a long time, your body starts to heal. It's the most beautiful thing. to release old emotions from the body. Wonderful. And Jade saying here, I love William's courses. They are transformative and I highly recommend them. Thank you so much, Jade. Wonderful. So yeah, go to my Linktree link in my bio or the Linktree link under any of my live videos on YouTube. Is generational trauma a real thing? Is it real that one person in a family agrees to carry it? Well, it's not that you agree to carry it. It just gets passed down. I mean, biblically, if you look at Christian mythology, there's the statement that the sins of the father and mother shall be visited upon the children for 3 and 4 generations, which is basically saying that for 3 to 4 generations, information can be passed down. But according to Hinduism, the Hindu mythology, you can carry lifetimes of experiences from 20, 100, a million lifetimes, or you can bring experiences forward from other lifetimes. So yes, you carry generational information forward. However, once you can recognize and identify the emotional or mental components connected to the generational condition, even if it's a hereditary disease, its origins are always emotional. When you inherit something, it's based on an emotion or symptoms of the environment that created it. And people ate bad food, drank bad things, did bad things to their body. They conditioned their body and they passed that on to down their genetic line. But what you want to do is, it is a real thing, generational trauma. However, you can release generational trauma easily if you understand the process. What they taught us today about meditation in the beginning, what Master Jesus and Yogananda and Buddha were saying about the simplicity of the breath, the second birth. You can heal generational trauma. Come to the masterclass and learn to do this for yourself. Learn from the masters, because they channel through me 3 times a week for the full 3 weeks. And then you've got other mediums that work with us, our team, Madeline Wanahammer and Desiree Nicole Thompson and Norma Jones, as well as Rita Mustafa, who's our nutritionalist and teaches about high vibe eating. So you can easily heal generational trauma. The native communities need to do this. They're stuck in generational trauma. They don't know how to release it. They haven't been taught, and they're being kept economically and socially in survival mode. And if you're kept in survival mode, it's very hard to get into creation and meditation, because survival keeps you stuck in your body, into sensation. I need something to feel good, so I drink this, I do that. You know, the native community is one of the biggest communities that are displaying generational trauma right now, and the Black community as well. There's a lot of generational trauma there. I mean, every one of the human branches, you know, white, black, yellow, red, brown, all of us have had generational trauma, and all of us can liberate ourselves from it individually and collectively. You can release yourself from generational trauma. And there's simple processes that you can learn in this masterclass. Take advantage of it. Oh, thank you so much, Kelly, saying I drank live juice. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you so much. Someone's saying here, the 101 masterclass really helped me. Andrea, thank you, Andrea. I really appreciate that. Yeah, we just finished our masterclass 101 yesterday. What's about awakening? Masterclass 101, you learn the process of what awakening is, how to connect to your guides, how to connect to your angels, how to connect to your ascended masters, how to awaken yourself. And a lot of what was said earlier, the first 33 minutes of this live event today was all about how to begin the process of the second birth, which is awakening to who you are and not being stuck in the paradigm of who you've been trained to think you are. Because that's where most people are stuck. Most of you are stuck in believing that you are your thoughts, you are your memories, that's who you are. No, that's not who you are. That's just information about who you've been taught to think you're supposed to be, but it's not who you are. Come out to the masterclass. Don't waste time. Linda's asking, I have some serious health issues, and Richie just went to the hospital for himself. Any messages? Linda, I love you so much. You're such a beautiful soul. You and Richie, beautiful beings. Yes, understand that every symptom the body has is the way it is trying to communicate to you that something is not right. It's either something the body's getting that it doesn't need, or something the body needs that it's not getting. That can be a food, a drink, exercise, activity. That can be information or knowledge that it needs, thoughts and emotions that need to be rechanged and reconfigured. You're holding on to old emotions. And I suspect that's probably the case, that there's a lot of emotions going on in your lives together that are very difficult. And your bodies are just telling you they're suffering right now. And you didn't come here to suffer, Linda. You came here to create. But go back to the beginning, the place of listening to the body, listening to what your body's telling you. Ultimately, love is the thing that's needed most. Love is the great transformer, and you are a function of love. Again, if you want to book a reading with me, you're certainly free to do that. You can have a one-on-one session, because everybody here will ask one or two questions. But I got to tell you, when you ask me a question, I get this and I'm seeing YouTube is still glitching. Understand that there's a concern. Your capacity. I'm saying the masterclass was pure. To have to figure out who's speaking to me all the time. I can tune in and know right away. But a lot of what you hear has been downloaded through me for most of these last 5 years. 5.5 years ago, I was not talking to Master Jesus or Buddha or Yogananda. I didn't even think about them. Now I couldn't live without their guidance and their wisdom, and they're masters. They're way far beyond what they do is far beyond what I've learned so far. But I'm on that path, right? We all are. Hi, Drusilla. I know it keeps cutting in and out. It's really strange, eh? Trying to keep me out of trying to keep this information away from the masses. Someone says, I've created, now I suffer. Well, if you're suffering, you can change that creation to it. Someone's saying, I was going to ask that, should we start at 101 and so forth? Listen, if you want to focus more on developing your mediumship skills, then you want to start from 101. But Take the 102. You can take the 101 when it comes around again. Take the 102 now. This course contains and it's built on top of the 101. Literally, you will start to experience amazing changes in your life. You'll awaken equally from the 102, where you get to let go of old emotions. You'll still be introduced to astral traveling, astral projection, learning how to meditate, releasing energy from releasing old emotions in the body, overcoming long-standing trauma. We've had a lot of people have had years and decades of trauma heal it in just in a week, literally, where they can literally feel peace again that they haven't felt for decades sometimes. We've had people get spontaneously healed, because when you're holding a lot of rage and anger or depression or sadness in your body, it affects your body. Your body has to carry the emotions you hold on to. And a lot of people want to ignore their emotions, drug your body, give it a pill, give it alcohol, give it cigarettes, caffeine. And it gets worse and worse the more you deny it. But if you go into it, and the way they walk us through the exercise, it is so simple and so easy. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, well, let's take a look at my email. I've been hearing my phone beep away. We can do that. Is that Andrew? Oh, it is Andrew. Hi, Andrew. Andrew, I appreciate that very much. If you want, maybe you can. Yeah, I'll talk to you after about it. Okay. This masterclass is 3 weeks long. We have a total of 5 mediums in the program. These mediums, our team will work with you in a live setting. There's a live event every single day, Sunday right through till Friday. There is nowhere on the planet you will find a course that is going to do what this course will do for you for this price. It's only $199 US. That's it. For 3 weeks. An event every single day, Sunday to Friday. The events range in time from 1 hour to 3 hours, depending on which events. Usually the meditation and discussion events from the masters, which happen Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, are usually at least 2 hours long. Then Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays are usually about 1 hour long. And there's we do certain practices for activating certain inner faculties that you have with our other mediums. And we have a team of people that work, and we put this together in such a fashion, and it's all live on Zoom. It's very, very worth your time and effort. You will not get this type of event anywhere else. I'm telling you, not like this. Go sign up. Yeah, I'll check the email after. We'll look into that. Has my baby boy reincarnated? I get a strong yes for that. Someone saying, I'm sorry. You use some messages to me. Can you say it again? This program is awesome. Thank you so much. I'm not sure. Again, when a question gets answered here, they are answering through me. I'm not trying to remember unless I had an eidetic memory, I can't remember everything. I just let the information flow in the present moment, because that's where it comes from. That's why it works, because they live in the present moment with you. When you ask a question and it's answered, they're giving you the answer through me, right? It's important you understand that. Drusilla's saying, nowhere, so cheap. I wish I could help him, but I'm out myself right now. I know, Jade, I understand that. I do understand that. Look into Finland. Can you write it down? Website masterclass. WilliamMichaelForbes.com. My name, WilliamMichaelForbes.com. and then Masterclass 102. Masterclass 102. I'm not sure how I can post that here. Is there a way I can do that? Let's see if it gives me this choice. Enhance, stickers, music, voice, sound effects, background. It doesn't give me that. It doesn't give me that option to actually post the message. And again, I'm still learning here about what the different functions are. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so for those of you that are asking, it's Masterclass 102, WilliamMichaelForbes.com, which is my name, .com. Wonderful. I'm so glad you're joining. Wonderful. Someone saying 25 years here. Thank you so much. Yeah, please. Well, I'm so happy. It's gonna be one of our. This will be one of our most profound 102 ever in 5.5 years. Witnessed in our masterclass. We've witnessed healings of the body, the mind, the soul. And again, I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I'm so happy you guys are signing up. It's really wonderful. It takes one to know. You're very welcome. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts and hands. Remember to like and share this. Remember to like, share, give the video a thumbs up, give the event a thumbs up. Okay, let's get rid of this person here. Confirm. There you go. So on my page, you have just been blocked and removed. You will not be able to come back to my page or harass anybody on this page. Do not thing here. There are people that pretend to be me. There are people that will try to ask you for money in my name. I will never ask you for money. I will never directly message you for money. I will never directly message you for master classes or courses, donations or cryptocurrency or any of that stuff. So watch out for scammers because they are here. Yes, your grandma. Come live. You can send a request to come live. Hi. I've got a lot of questions. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Can I accept an e-transfer out of your USD account? You can go straight through PayPal. PayPal will offer you to send it directly to me as well. You can use my email address for PayPal, and you can do it that way. But if you do it that way, if you don't want to go through the website, then please, if you're submitting money or a payment for the masterclass, make a note in the note section before you make payment that is for the masterclass 102 or one of the other masterclasses, or if it's for a reading, because again, you can book a half-hour or 1 hour reading with me, which is very, very powerful. You come and book a reading with me, you're going to get all the goods that you need. It's amazing. We have people, in fact, I think I got a message from somebody just the other day about readings. What did they say? Someone is asking, they had a reading. Hi, guys. I'm glad you signed up. Thank you. I can't go through all this email right now. Our class is live or offered by video recording. Every class is live. Every event in our master classes are live and held on Zoom. Every event is recorded and placed upon a private Facebook group wall where you can watch the replay at your own time and leisure so that you can review it whenever you need to. If you can't make a live event, it will be recorded and you can review it later according to your own unique schedule. So you have no fear about missing a single event to every event, right? Yes. Okay, I'll send you a link. It starts April 6th through April 28th. So for those of you that are asking, the course hours, when the actual live events happen, on Sundays, it'll be at 3 p.m. On Mondays, it's from 4 to 6 p.m. On Tuesdays, it's, I believe, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. On Wednesdays, it is 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. On Thursdays, it's 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. On Fridays, it's 4 to 6 p.m. And I believe there's one additional event on either the Monday, the Wednesday, or the Friday that we just have not put it into the itinerary yet. We don't usually know who's coming to teach the class until the night before they come and they talk to us and say, we're doing this class, we're doing this class. But yes, that's the actual hours of the schedule. And all times are in Eastern Standard Time. All the class hours, the class schedule, all the live events are in Eastern Standard Time. So adjust them. We got students from Germany, Europe, France, America, Canada, Australia, South America, Mexico. We got students from all over the world that have taken this course. It's a really beautiful thing. So you can adjust the timing wherever you are. You'll be able to take. I've been trained to be desperate. People are stuck in survival. And that's the biggest problem that humanity is facing. We're all in survival, which means we're stuck in our bodies. I really feel for them. I don't like blocking people, but I know that she's just desperate. Post that. How much does cost a reading or a masterclass? Half-hour reading with me is $111 US. 1 hour reading with me is $222 US. The process for reading, all readings are held on Skype. Your reading is recorded and available for you to download immediately afterwards, so you can review your reading, because so much information comes through in a reading. If you got ascended masters or your family members or your guardian angels want to come through, most of your questions will be answered within the first 10 or 15 minutes. It's pretty mind-blowing to watch. They answer your questions before you even ask them. I cannot tell you how many times that happens. But yeah, that's the price. And again, it's well worth the time and energy, because you will get information there that you will not get here. I have a personal filter in place here so I do not allow disclosure of certain information that comes through for some people, because some people have gone through horrible things, and I get that information. They tell me that this person's gone through this. You want to be careful, because you don't want them to be revealed that way, because some people don't want their intimate pain and suffering to be revealed in a format like this. But in a private reading, it's always transformative. Some encouragement. Do I have some encouragement? Who's this beautiful soul? To be seen. Hi there. To be seen. Nice handle. You need to release your anxiousness before you go to sleep every night. Before you go to sleep, you need to release the day. Like, you have to breathe and let go of the day. They're telling me that there's information that you block because you keep holding the day through your sleep. Your mind is too active when you sleep. You need to let the day go before you go to sleep each night, so that you can start to receive the information that this holding on is resisting you from having. That's pretty cool. When will we receive info on the course after signing up? Everybody will receive their course study guide and their itinerary the night before the orientation. The orientation for the masterclass is next Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be held on Zoom. Friday evening by 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, everybody that's registered will receive their itinerary, which contains all the links to all the events on the days they're going to happen, and a study guide, which is the whole guide to the 102 masterclass. And you'll receive them as PDF files at 10 p.m. the night before the orientation. Any other considerations about this that they need to know? the 6th of April. And then there's the master classes begin on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for the next 3 weeks, Sunday to Friday, at least an hour every single day. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so you received that the evening before. Thank you so much. Oh, you're very welcome. Any advice with my insulin blood sugar issues? Hi, Christy. Again, this is something that's got multiple things involved with it. This is for you. For you, in the case with this condition that you've described, there are multiple elements involved. One of the elements is the accumulation of toxins that have caused the lower functioning of that physiological organism, the accumulation of toxins that you have to release from your body. The second thing is the emotional anxiety that you've carried for many years. You've carried this in a deeper layer of your consciousness that has not been so obvious to you. The third element of this is understanding how to get into a proper communion with your body. You are not on the path that you were intended to be. Thank you. Hang on. Microphone.